So what should the black community look like in America today?
I don't know. Like everybody in this damn room, like, like you know, and without all these color variations and all this different stuff, is, you know.
Well, what should it look like as far as for it to be prosperous, for it to thrive? What should black America look like? Besides everybody in here.
I told y'all, a black family, a black man in the home with his children, a black man providing, a black man trying to do better for himself, and his woman backing him up. You was talking about going to Africa.
Yeah.
I just sat with your wife and had like a 15-minute conversation of all she want to do in Africa,
right.
And this and that. It should look like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? I mean, it should look like that. None of us sitting up in here with a dashiki on.
Right.
None of us sitting here with all the RBG stuff on.
Right.
We Africans. We know we African. We're not trying to be something, and we having conversation. To me, that's what it should look like. Honestly, we don't need all the costumes. That's what I call it now. Like people in costumes. It's like trying to be something you already are naturally.
Who would you recommend them to research about?
Dr. Khallid Abdul Muhammad. And please, you spell Khalid's name with 2 L's. A lot of y'all here spelling his name wrong. Y'all naming your children Khallid and spelling the name wrong.
Oh, Lord.
That's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's true, though. It's ridiculous. They naming him Khallid with 1 L. Even when I went to his grave, I made sure I put it on camera. 2 L's. It's on his grave.
Where's his grave at? Where were you?
It's in upstate New York. Yeah, I went to go pay homage to Baba before I left. That's why I went to New York, honestly. Like, I knew I was going to Africa, and I saved some money. I was like, man, it'd be great if I go talk to the doctor before I go to Africa. So that was the main reason I went to New York. And just happenly, my homeboy's, his son's first birthday was that weekend.
About why he's so important for black people to look up.
Oh man, he's the greatest. He's a black god. Like, he was righteous, and he started out as a Christian.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he started out as a Christian in college. He was over there preaching the Bible, and then he woke up. He got introduced to Islam, and he went straight on. And even as he showed that he surpassed Islam, he surpassed his teacher. But I always respect him, one, because he's black. I respect him because he didn't do no coon shit. He never disrespected Farrakhan publicly. Even after Farrakhan dismissed him out the nation, publicly.
He kept it solid with him and he didn't put him on blast.
Didn't put him on blast. He didn't go to the white man and throw Farrakhan under the bus. Did like Muhammad. He didn't do that. He kept it in house. He never talk negatively about that man.
And did his own thing.
Did his own thing. New Black Panther Party, and did his own. He tried to insinuate that Dr. Khalid Muhammad was abused as a child sexually, and Khalid still didn't say nothing wrong about that man. So it shows you the type of time Dr. Khalid was on and his character.
It was more about the business of the building of what he was trying to get accomplished versus, I don't have time to be fighting with this individual about whatever.
Whatever, nigga shit.
Yeah, about my individual stuff.
Yeah.
It's something bigger than that.
Right, and I respect Dr. Khalid. That was one of the reasons he was a great man. He was uncompromising, unwavering. He didn't fold. He spoke his mind. He spoke eloquently. Even like you look back in his interviews, he was sunning crackers with intellectualism, and that's where I get that from. Like I believe we should be able to talk to everybody. Like I don't like white folks, but I'll talk to them about history and politics.
Right.
What we gonna get mad about? You know, like we gonna fight and beat them up? Like for what? Yeah, nigga, we know we was enslaved. It's the truth. I'm gonna be mad. You feel me? So, I respect Dr. Khallid. He was a god, Like, you feel me? I respect him to the utmost. He is a hero to me. One of them.
Master P sent the money for the rally.
Yep. And that's why I respect Master P so much too, because they needed, I think, like a little under $200,000 in like 24 hours. Master P cut that check and sent it over to FedEx. It was there the morning. Man. That's why when you look about the Million Youth March, what is it? Remember I showed you? Sponsored by No Limit Records. It was big ass banners up there. So that shows the testament of Master P. He put that money up in the fourth quarter for Dr. Khalid.
They said we gotta stop at 4 o'clock. We say hell no. Bring on Dr. Khallid, Abdul, Muhammad.
Black power! Black power! Black power! Black power! Black power!
Tupac had him on the album.
Oh, wow.
One of my favorite rap albums ever, Ice Cube.
Okay.
Who you think had Ice Cube talking like that?
Okay, back when he was...
Dr. Khallid.
As far as traditional family values, or
It's slave religion, just like Christianity. You got the white man under the Christian, you got the Arab under Islam. So it ain't no different to me, yeah. But that's a valid question, because like, you know, due to like, with the 90s and everything, in NOI, a lot of people that was running from Christianity, they ran into Islam. So that's why, like, you know, when we talk like this, most black people, not more so these days, like back in the day, oh, you on the Muslims, huh? Because they just assume it. But then it's like, now it's like, nah, bro, that's Arab worship. Yeah, so I feel it's a valid question, but no, it's not the way. Look at it like Christianity. Like the NOI, some brothers, ex-crackheads, ex-prostitutes, they clean their life up with Islam. And who am I to be mad at them for that? And that's how I look at it. It's cool. As long as, because I look at it like in the war, we have war. And my whole thing is, I'm not going to drop down on my knees to pray. However, if my brother is going to drop down or my sister going to drop down on her knees to pray, that's cool. It's just when the bullets start flying, get up and grab a pistol.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I ain't going to be mad at them because I'm going to have to do what I need to do for me. You know, and I don't want them to be mad at me about it. So, yeah, whatever helps them work. Machiavelli, I bump a lot of Tupac now. I listen to that in Africa. I was listening to Machiavelli a whole lot. That was my playlist in Africa. Machiavelli, Stillmatic, Obi Trice Cheers. Some of my favorite albums. It really make you think. But definitely Machiavelli. I'm bumping a lot of that. I just love. I love where Tupac was at mentally before he went to jail and right before he died, because he was in a real emotional place, but then he was bearing his soul so openly. You dig? And I just like that he can flow, that he can speak his mind, and you know, and open his heart, even if it's like against all odds, aggressively, or if it's very like sentimental, like on Hold Your Head. You know, so I like that from him, and it's just showing the different sides of black men.